Hello, welcome to today's episode. So today episode we'll be looking at exploring of Microsoft Teams, right? Which we are going to look at how you can. Yeah. So the first thing which we'll be looking at as regards we are going to looking at how to identify which Microsoft Teams app to download, right? So I'll come straight to the web page where you are to go to download it. So basically, if you come here, download Teams, right? Download Teams for desktop. Right, brings you right here. Then you click on this one here. Then it's going to bring you to this page. Right, we're going to get this page. Right, so you can see come with the same page. So you can see we have. It's going to let you know that we have two types, which is things for home, things for work and school. So basically, things for home is for personal use, right? So while the things for work is for the business side, which that is the paid service side, right? That means for you to be able to make use of Teams for work, you must have paid for Microsoft Teams Essential. So if you are not paying for Microsoft Teams Essential, this is the good to go for you. And probably somebody have sent you an invite and you want to join the meeting. This is what you're going to use. But if you have you are using paid service or probably an organization, maybe you're with an organization where they've paid for Microsoft Teams Essential, right? You can. This is what you're going to definitely. IT admins will have, most times set it up for you. But as you all know, people working from home and all of that, so you have to get this set up by yourself. So you need to know actually quite know this. So once you've downloaded any of them based on which you want to use, then I'm going to like show you the differences between how do you identify the one that's personal and how do you identify the one that is for the business side, right? So if I come here, you come here, you search for Teams. Teams, you're going to get three options, right? So before now we get two options, but right now we get three options. The first one is the one that has the background, like the T, you see the T, the background of white. So the first one is which is for the Teams for home, which is for the personal use, right? That's for the personal use. Then the next one, which is Microsoft Team Classic, right? Work or school. This is for the business side. Now we now have one here that has new on it. So this is the new version of Teams. So apparently Microsoft still gave access for you to access Teams Classic or a mix of the Microsoft Teams. I think for at some point it was on preview, but for now we still have access to both of them, both the classic one and the new one. So I'm going to first of all launch the personal one, right? So apparently once you launch it, you are going to get a prompt to sign in. Then once you sign in, then you have this. So you'll be able to join your meeting which you want to join. The link will have sent your email. You'll be able to join. You can see you can create meeting invite from here. You can create meeting now also from here, which is free, right? So the next one which it will be looking at is the work one, right? So if you come here, Teams. So I learned the classic one. We're going to come back to the new one, right? So I launched a classic one, which is also coming up also, right? So definitely if yeah, okay, no worries about this. I'm going to explain why this, or probably let me explain. Now I said we have the new one. So basically, and I said earlier, you have the choice to still make it of the classic one or the new one. So yeah, he's asking me that you've been using the new teams. Do you want to switch back? Yeah, I'll say yes for now. And if you don't want to switch back to the old one, then you can keep using the new teams. But I think I'll be switching back so that I'll come back to the new one. So there's something which I need to point out, which is a great feature which has been added to the new teams, right? So also I'll be showing the differences between the personal one and the business one. So it's loading up. So let me put it together aside. Why we have this, right? So it's coming up. So as you can see here, so you can see we have this one here. You can see we have files. We don't have files here. We have apps. We don't have apps here. We have calendar. We have chat. You can see we have Teams. You can see Teams here, Teams channel. Here we have community. Then you have activities. This is where you get notification when you come to Teams. Right now, what the interesting part which I'll be pointing out is this here. So if you look at this here, So if you look at this here, right, you will see that we have my name, which is Zaid at codetechnologies.com. So basically, imagine probably I, as an IT admin of an organization, imagine I want to do a test run, right? And I want to be able to make use of Teams, and I want to use the same system. So, and I want to sign in with another text account, right? Now, this would allow me to do that, right? It will tell me that I have to sign out because I cannot have two work accounts signed into my Microsoft Teams at the same time, right? So what do I need to do? I have to sign out, sign into that one, do the test run. Once I'm done, I sign out again, then I sign in back to this account. And I don't think I want that, right? So now within the new teams, so Microsoft have introduced that particular option where you can add multiple work accounts to Teams. So let me show you that. So if you want to switch to Teams to the new one, apparently you are going to see a prompt here. So I'm going to click on this here, right? So it's going to switch automatically. Yeah, so it's loading. You can see Teams New. You see the icon here, Teams New, right? And if you feel that okay, you're not used to, you're not here getting, you're trying to like get your time to get used to it, then you can always switch back to the classic one, right? Pending the time, probably you get used to the new one, right? So it's quite almost the same thing, but I think graphical look, it's quite different, new features, new settings, all of that. In terms of when you create a meeting invite, joining the meeting, the display, there are quite some interesting features, right? We will look at some of them, right? So one of them is this. As you can see, now I can add multiple work accounts. Before now, if you look at the other one, there was no option to add another account. You can only sign out and sign in back, right? So I can actually decide, okay, I want to make you check on this work account. I can switch from this one, switch to this one. I can switch. You can see. Let me switch, and it doesn't take me minutes. No, I'm here already. If I come back here, I'm back to the previous one, right? Instead of me trying to sign out and signing in, that's a lot of stress, man. So I think I really like this particular feature, which is quite very great. So we'll be looking at I don't know if you all know that Microsoft have different apps within Teams itself. So we're looking at that. So you will be looking at that. So firstly, we have there are four. I think there are four categories of apps. Right, there are four categories. We have the core apps. You have the ones that are created by Microsoft. We have the third-party ones, right, which have already been validated by Microsoft. Also, we have the custom one. Also, that means probably within your organization, there's an application which you've created. You can integrate it with Microsoft Teams and to utilize it within Microsoft Teams. So we'll be exploring them. So basically, everyone, once you set up your teams, everyone will be able to see this icon, except probably the administrative. I'll put some controls to it, or probably to application, which you can see from here. So for now, I don't think there's any administrative rights on this one here, right? So if I come here, apps, it's going to bring a lot of apps, as you can see. So you have different categories. We have you can see built by Microsoft, right? These are the ones that are built by Microsoft: Avatar, Forum, SharePoint, Channel Calendar, Microsoft 365 Chat. I think this is an interesting one. I think let's try this, which is a new one. So let me click on add, right? So as I said, within some IT organization, we have some ITs which they will accept some kind of policies to probably to app restriction or to not be able to have access to a particular application within Teams. So if you try this and probably you're getting a prompt and maybe you don't have access to it, that means you need to reach out to your admin. So I'm going to click on add, right? So once I click on add, it's loading up. Let's see. Okay, and that's it. So I can click on open here. I think it's opened already for me. So you can see that. You can see it looks like you don't have a valid license. To get access, please check within your admin. So you can see that means for me to be able to use the Microsoft 365 Copilot chat within Teams, I need to reach out to my global. Probably we don't have the subscription, or probably I'm not assigned to make use of this particular app within Teams. So we can go back to, you can also pin it also. Then if you want to see the apps, you don't need to come to apps. All you need to do is to click on view more apps. So you'll be able to see the listed apps and the one which you just added, right? So I'm going to come back to add apps. right? So let's leave, for instance, let me look. I think there's an interesting. I think we have YouTube. Let me see. So apparently you can come here. I think there's YouTube. Let me see. Yeah, look at this. So we have YouTube also. So you can click on add. Add there. So imagine that I'm bored. As I've said, your IT admin might restrict this from you to have access to this. So probably imagine I'm bored, probably after a meeting, I just need to probably watch some quick videos or maybe listen to some, watch some musical videos and all of that, but that's not ideal during work hours. So basically, so if I come here, right, or probably you want to do a check or you want to do a self-study as regards an application which you're using with your organization, or probably there's something you want to learn about which is related to the job. That is amazing, right? So if I come here, so no recent video, so let me search for Microsoft, right? Microsoft, right? So let's see what we have. You can see, yeah. So I think we have this. So let's open this. Let's see what it looks like. So you can see. So apparently, I don't need to probably leave here, go to another web page, and have this played, right? So this is loading, and so I can actually watch, and within Teams. So you can see you can easily share from here. You can share in a meeting. You can see. So imagine probably you're doing a meeting. You're doing a quite some quick meeting. You can apparently share this. So let me do this. So let me look for 0365 inside. Yeah, with that. So yeah. So I open this. So you can see like, so let me play one of my video. Okay, this is my last video on Viva, right? So I play this, I click on play. So imagine I'm probably you're doing a meeting and probably you want to do a quick maybe overview or something. So I can actually just share in a meeting, right? You can see this. I can actually share this in a meeting, right? It's going to take me there to join that particular meeting, right? So just ignore this. I'm just going to minimize this right now. So you can also share from here also with someone. You can see share. You can see you can share on maybe on the channel. You can share on to somebody, your friend, easily, right? And they have access to this, right? So this is quite amazing, right? So let's look at some other applications, right? Um, let me look for okay, like say let me look Salesforce. Let me see Salesforce. No, I think. Oh, sorry. I'm searching on that chat. I think I need to search from here. Yeah. So says force. Let me see where you. Uh, I think I got it. Look at this here. So Salesforce. So imagine let's add Salesforce. You can see. I believe. I think this app we have. We are thinking for it to be able to. At times, some of the applications actually require some. Has some prerequisites. You can see. You can see this app. We have permission to receive message and data that I provide to it. Access my profile information. Receive message and data that team or chat members provide in the channel or chat, access information from teams such as teams and chat name. So you can see you'll be able to integrate your Salesforce and within that. So you can see, okay, let's try it. So I don't have sales team because I think it's going to ask me to input like my signing details to Salesforce for it to be able to sync, right? So I'll just keep that also, right? So just trying to showcase different applications. So let me see what other applications can I show. So you can see there are quite very much applications, and it can also integrate your own application also, right? You can integrate your own application also. This is also for workflows, which it helps to save your to save your time. So you can see calendar, schedule a message in chat, notify of cancelled meetings. So these are also this is a workflow which can help with it. I think this is something which is created by Microsoft. Yes, I think this should because this is workflow is via Power Automate. So you can actually create a workflow which is going to notify you if there's a cancelled meeting. We have archive or delete accepted terms sensitive response. These are, when in terms of when it comes to automation, probably you don't want to, like, you want to get quick update about stuff. You can see schedule a message in a channel. It's a flow, right? It's automated already. So there's a process to it where you're able to, like, it's going to automate itself. Maybe at so time, kindly do this. This one now, when a meeting is cancelled, you're going to get an update. Find a meeting time with the sender. So you can easily do this and also find a meeting time. You can see find a meeting time and schedule a quick meeting with the message sender and the flow books in best available slot. Right? You can see all of this will be done like automatic, like automated, right? Forward emails to channel, schedule a message. You can do all of that. And these are default templates. So yeah, I believe you can create your own. You have your own templates. I think probably if you go to Power Automate, you'll be able to also create your own template from there. But these are flows which have been already created templates which are already available. So you can see we have also have a OneDrive, right? These are Microsoft applications which you can add. So apparently I think you can prioritize which are wants to be there. You can access your Word, your Excel, your PowerPoint. You don't need to close your Teams to want to have access to your PowerPoint files. You don't need to close your Teams. You can have access within the I think there's a problem, so just ignore that. So we have Visio, we have PowerPoint, we have Excel, we have Stream. Probably probably you're trying to, after a meeting, a recording, and you want to watch, you'll be able to watch from here. You can see, I think you have PowerPoint. You can see you can create a blank document from here, and with this it syncs directly probably to your OneDrive. Easy access, easy collaboration, easy way to utilize Teams. It's quite very wide. So that's why. So you can see, so it's loading. So you'll be able to create a new meeting, and if you want to probably load an existing one, you'll be able to load it from here. So please, what else? What else do I need to mention again? Yeah, it's quite very lot of applications. I think we have likes of Jira, this is Jira Cloud, OneNote. So imagine here, this is another amazing one. I think I was actually looking for this. So imagine probably you're in a meeting, right? You join the meeting and probably you want to take some quick notes, right? You can actually apparently come here and take your jottings, and you don't need to close the Teams app. You just take your jottings and it's saved to your OneNote, and you can easily, refer back to it at any point in time. So imagine also probably you've done some jottings already for a meeting. You can actually use your OneNote to, come back to your OneNote and be able to pick one or two things from your OneNote, right? You also be able to see your recent notebooks also. So these are amazing applications, right? So you can actually so you can actually use all of these applications within Teams, right? Without you closing your Teams application. So it's something which you need to explore, and it's quite very interesting. You can see SharePoint, projects, bookings, Power BI, forms, all of these within it, right? So thank you for watching today's episode, and we'll be coming with some other interesting stuff which you need to know. Thank you, and do have a great day. Bye.